Hey guys, welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. Today we're going to do something really fun. I'm pretty excited about this project because I've done this in the past, and it's basically just a collage onto ledger paper. And I use these a lot in my crafting, in my junk journals and other projects, and I think this one came out pretty cool. This is one of my originals, which I make copies of and continuously use them in my junk journal. I also have these, which I done recently. I just did this one. This is again just ledger paper that I made up. This is not a real quote or anything. This is not a real proposal or a real ledger. This is just what I created, and then I collaged some of my ephemera on top of it and did some stamping as well. Here's another one that I made. Again, all of these items here, I did total them up myself, and the math is right. So this can be an actual ledger, or you know, like this could have been somebody's mercantile back in the day, but I do copyright Magnolia Mercantile. Yeah, so I just made this and collaged on top of it, did some stamping. And here's another one that I've done. And then what I do with these afterwards, I run them through my printer scanner, and then I just make copies of them, and I have them to play with in my journal going forward. So I have quite a few copies of them here. And once you've made this part of it, that's the easy part, right? I mean, once you've laid it all out, it's great. Then that's when you go into the stamping and, you know, placing the stamps on here proportionally and making it look all pretty. And then you copy them. But this right here is a little stark. It's a little bit brighter because I use a color copier. It's a little bit brighter than the original. So this is like a little stark. What I would then do at this point is go in with some inking, right? So I just go in and ink all around various areas to darken it up a little bit, grunge it up, and make it look really pretty. So here's some of this that I've copied, and you can tell the difference between a copy and the original. Here, I'll just show you guys really quickly. This is an image of two kids behind a frame, an actual picture frame, and you can see the thickness of this. This is actually an actual picture frame, Tim Holtz Doors and Windows, I believe it's called. So yeah, once you copy it, it's now a flat image, and you can then use it in your paper stuff, right? So that's that. I have two more here that I want to collage. What I've done so far was laid them out the way I wanted them to go on the paper, and then I took a picture of it because I knew that once I got started, this will all go haywire. So I have on my phone an image of what I want to recreate here. So I'm just going to go ahead and move some of these out of the way, and based on my image, it tells me what goes down first and then what can be layered on top of it from there. So I'm going to use my Scotch Create glue stick. This is a permanent glue, non-toxic permanent glue. It's a brand new tube, so I'm really ecstatic that I found this in my stash. So yeah, I am just going to let's just start gluing this down, and I probably won't show you all of it, the gluing down, but this is basically what I wanted to create on this collage. So I may or may not do some numbers, some writing over here to replicate an actual ledger, but I am going to stamp it just like I did the previous one and use it that way as opposed to it being a ledger. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day because it's a new year. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. It's a brand new year. We have lots to talk about, lots of things going on for the new year. So I'm really excited that you guys are here with me. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you all were safe out there, had fun, but still safe. And yeah, I hope you all are having a great new year. So let's see, what else is there for us to talk about? What has been going on here? Not much. Not much on my end. My house is finally empty. All my guests have left, except some are coming back tomorrow. So yeah, it's empty for now, but my uncle's coming back tomorrow and I'm excited to see him. So yeah, it's just a little stop through on his way home. So yeah, I'm really excited about the new year, and I think that we're gonna have a lot of fun here in this craft room this year because I have nothing but time on my hands. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to crafting with you guys. So if you guys want to see anything in particular, if there's any projects that y'all want to see, anything in particular, let me know. Just drop me a line down in the comments, or you can definitely email me at chroniclesofacrafter@gmail.com. You know, I still am reading the comments down below, and I'm really stoked that you guys are still commenting on my videos, and I'm really just happy to be here, guys. Like, being able to do this with y'all is a lot of fun. So yeah, just let me know if there's any projects that you guys want to see me do this year in 2025, and I will be more than happy to oblige and make that happen. So yeah, just let me know. I'm also probably going to do another craft room tour, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's because my craft room has shrunk down in size. Like, it was a huge room with plenty of surface spaces to create on, and you know, just lots and lots of space to do stuff. But my room has shrunken down just a bit. It's in the same room, just not as much space. So I think this kind of helps me be a little bit more organized and less all over the place when it comes to my paper crafts, because there's so much of it, right? There's always a lot of paper. Paper crafting is you gotta love it or you hate it. And when you have a lot of paper, it just becomes a bit overwhelming for some to see. So I've had to shrink down my craft room just a bit, and I don't mind. I mean, I needed the space cleared up a little bit because it was a bit much. So I still have the same amount of paper. I'm just using it differently in different spaces of the room, trying to keep things organized. So that said, I think I want this down here. Nope, it's fine right where it's at. Perfect. I'll just place this right on top of it. So yeah, I am looking at the image that I took a picture of before I laid everything out. So at least I have some general idea of where I want to put things. And I know this goes under here for sure. So I'm just using, again, my Scotch Create glue stick. All right, it's a permanent multi-purpose glue. And you guys seen me use it before. So I'm just trying to get all of this laid out onto the page, background paper, right? And then I'm just gonna layer things on top. So guys, let's see what else. 2025 is going to be a great year, by the way. I just want y'all to know. As far as I'm concerned, 2025 is off to a great start, and I'm just really excited about it. So yeah, this is turning out just the way I have it here in my photo, and I'll show you guys the photo in just a moment. But yeah, this is turning out exactly the same way. And that's what helps too. Like, you know, you find something that you want to replicate, you take a picture of it, right? And then you just redo it on your own, at your own pace. And yeah, it just Sometimes it ends up better, sometimes it ends up worse, but you know, as long as you have an image of what you want to do, this is a pretty simple process here. So and then once I'm done with this, I will take it to the printer and make a copy of it. I should have put the glue on the page and not on the object. Sometimes you can glue your object, sometimes you can glue the spot where you want to place the object. I think I rather glue the spot that I want to place the object. This way I know that that entire section is covered. Now I will have some glue that, you know, it's not underneath something, like right here. I can wipe that off and then just add it to something else that I'm going to stick down in a few. So here's this. I'll just add that glue right there and place this up here. So some of it may be the same, some may be a little bit different, but if you do create this, let me know. Like, send me a picture of it. I would love to see what you guys are creating in your craft room. I don't know if YouTube has allowed you to attach things yet to comments, but that would be fun to see some of your creations in a YouTube comment, or maybe even email it to me. That'd be fine too. So again, it's at chroniclesofacrafter@gmail.com. So yeah. Let's see what else is going on. I want to say, oh, that looks fun right there. I want to say thank you to a few of my subscribers who have stuck with me from the very beginning, and they're back with me now, and I'm just as happy to see y'all as you are to see me on the channel. So yeah, I'm really happy that you guys stayed on the channel and, you know, stayed subscribed to the channel. So that's terrific. I mean, as far as, you know, having loyal subscribers, that's just unheard of. I'm very much grateful to all of you guys who subscribe to the channel. So thank you guys for sticking around, even though I was gone for a while. I've had subscribers subscribe while I was gone, so that really says a lot about at least what I'm trying to do here. So I do feel confident that the channel will grow in 2025, and we're going to make some really fun things to go into junk journals and play with paper, right? So what else are we gonna do? Play with paper, paper and glue. I think this is the most fun that I've had in my craft room in a while, because there's no schedule, there's no rush to do the next video. And I think that's what happened to me last year and the year before. I got burnt out really quickly, or after a while actually, simply because I was doing, you know, 5-6 videos a week. Oh, thank you, phone. I was doing 5 or 6 videos a week, and I got burnt out really quickly. So that's the other thing too, why I'm really fortunate and blessed to be here, because some people would have just given up, whereas I took the time that I needed. I took time off. I reflected and figured out what I want my channel to look like, what I wanted to do on the channel, and there's no pressure whatsoever from anyone but myself, right? So, whoops. So yeah, I'm just really blessed and grateful and fortunate to be able to do this on a daily if I want, or once a week if I want. But it's all about knowing your limits and not burning yourself to the ground trying to keep up with everyone else on YouTube, because some people have different agendas. Some people have different lifestyles, different family makeups, you know, like, you know, my family is blended and it's crazy at times, and then other times it's like super quiet, super still around here, and yeah, I just need to differentiate where I'm gonna take the time to do my projects. Okay, so, but that's about it, guys. Here's one that's just about finished. I may add a couple more of these little animals and, oh, mushroom. I love a good mushroom on a project. So yeah, let's put this down. So in my image on my phone, I obviously did not stick down the stickers. This is taking way too much time to separate. Oh, great. Let's see if I can separate it this way. Yeah, I obviously did not put the stickers down because, you know, then I wouldn't have been able to do this for you guys live. But now that I've decided where all the paper is going to go, I can now stick the stickers on top, and that's a permanent adhesion to the paper, so, or to the background. And then once we're done with this is when I'll do my stamping. Now I have a crazy collection of stamps. All right, I have stamps everywhere. Every time I go to a craft store, oh sorry, a thrift store, or a yard sale, what have you, I always look for stamps. So I have tons and tons of these block stamps. So yeah, you can find them at thrift stores, garage sales. You may even be able to find some online at maybe on eBay. Some people give up on crafting. They buy a bunch of stuff and then they do what they need to do with it, and then they just give up and decide that they want to do a different craft. So always look online, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, all the obvious places to find used items, and you'd be surprised of the things that you can find online as well. So thrift stores are a good place to go. I picked up several sets of again, these block stamps. So let me just show you guys a few of them. These are some of my block stamps. I have a massive collection of them, but here, I'll just zoom you in a little. I mean, that's just some of them, and that's some of the ones that we're going to be using on this project. So yeah, always check a good thrift store. You never know what you'd find. So I'm just using my craft tool here to separate the backs from my stickers, in case you wondered, why is she poking herself with the with the I'm just removing the backs of the stickers because they seem to not want to come up very easily or separate. And this part can take a while. If you're in a rush, that's when it takes forever. I'm just rubbing some of this glue that I had on my finger onto the backs of this little sticker, and I'm gonna find a cool spot to place it, probably right up here. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Here, I'll just hold it up so you guys can see. I think we did a pretty darn good job on this one. I have a couple more here, just a butterfly and one more leaf, so I'm gonna add those two as well. Put the butterfly right here, and I will place the leaf. Let's see, I'll place the leaf right over here. Yeah, right here. Okay, that's easy peasy. All right, and that's all done. I'll do the second one later, obviously, and show you guys how that one turns out. But from here, I just want to show y'all where I would do my stamping. So what I do is I grab my stamp pad. Where's my ink pad? I used, I want to tell y'all, I used this right here from Avery. Avery is a stamp paper company. This is called Carter's. It's an old ink pad, but it's still usable. But the ink is so thick, it took my page after stamping probably about 48 hours to dry, and it still was not completely dry. So I'm not going to use that one today. I think I have I'll use my black soot from Tim Holtz. It's a distressing ink, but I'll use this because I know it'll dry faster. So yeah, I'm just gonna ink up my stamps. And again, if your ink pads, especially these, the ones from Tim Holtz, if they are dried out, a little spritz of water will revitalize it. Trust me, I've been doing this for ever and ever, revitalizing my Tim Holtz ink pads, and I have not bought a black soot in many months. Like, I think this is my original black soot that I bought probably 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm just going to ink up some of these stamps and just stamp them in various places around the collage that we just did, right? And then yeah, I wasn't sure if this one got enough ink on it, but it did stamp through, so that's great. So yeah, I'm just gonna stamp all around here, and yeah, let's just play with some stuff. Okay, so there's that, and then I like this big stamp. It says, love is the master key that unlocks the gates of happiness. Isn't that something? Love is the master key that unlocks the gates of happiness. That's a very very cool statement, actually. But it's in script, so once you place it down on your paper, you may not be able to read it. But that's the mystery of it all, right? So that's cool. And again, I'm just using, where's the lid? Black soot from Tim Holtz. It's a distressing ink. So yeah, I'm just gonna stamp in various spots around here with this large handwriting, script writing ink pad. I mean inking block, stamping block. So yeah, I'll just place that there, and then we'll just do a couple of more subtle stamps around here and here and here. Okay, so yeah, it just brings out the pictures a little bit better when you do some stamping on there. It does make everything look all, you know, cohesively brought together as one. I'll then run this through my copier and use it in my junk journals. I'm gonna go run it through the copier right now, and then you can see for yourself what this looks like. All right, I'll be back. 2 ticks. Alright guys, so this is the finished product. I went over to my printer / scanner and I made a copy or 2 or 3 of these, and this is what it looks like. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This is what it looks like copied, okay? Then I went ahead and finished off this other collage, the one that was sitting right here on my desk, and I just pretty much followed the same steps as before, including stamping, and you know, laying everything out and then stamping it on with my stamps. And then these are the finished copied product of the previous. And like I said before, this paper is on white copy paper, so it's going to come out a little bit brighter than the original. So all I would do at this point is basically just move my originals out of the way, and then grab a inking brush just to tone it down a little bit. Here, I'll place my silicone mat behind it. We'll just do one for now, and just a regular inking brush with some, what is this, ground espresso, and just ink around the edges just to tone down some of that stark yellow. The brightest yellow ever I've seen come out of a printer. It's almost neon, and there's the difference right there already. You can see the difference between the two just by simply inking around the edges. Okay, the other thing I noticed is that my ledger paper is a little bit smaller than an 8.5 by 11. So when you do copy it, you will have a border, a white border around it. You can always just cut that off, but in all honesty, I think this is 8.5 by 11. Why did it shrink it down a little bit? I have no clue. But again, there is this little bit of a white border all around it besides the bright yellow paper. But yeah, you can always cut off that border and then just ink around the edges to tone down this neon yellow that we're working with. So again, that's pretty much it for this project. I did make a few copies of each and I'll be using them in my journal, but I always keep my originals just in case. You know, you never know when disaster may strike and you may have to find something really quickly to put into a journal. So you always keep your originals, right? And then the copies of what you can, you know, either tear up or fold over and place into a junk journal. This would look so cute in a junk journal. I can't wait. I can't wait, guys. Anyway, I'm done blabbing. I think I've talked way more today than I have in any other video. I want to thank y'all for being here. Honest to God, I really do. Thank y'all so much for being here. I want to remind you guys to check out my one link down below. It links you to all my other media that you can get in touch with me. Don't forget to send me a picture or an attachment of something that you guys are working on right now. And don't forget to answer the burning question of what do you guys want to see me make this year, 2025. All right, I said it all. Guys, stay naturally curious. Go do something wonderful. All right. And Happy New Year. Take care. Bye.